I have a lot of trust in the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, the Japanese Organizing Committee, and the Canadian Olympic Committee.
Olympian Hove is one of dozens of Team Canada athletes who are on their way to Tokyo to take part in the Games and is well aware of the controversy and health concerns surrounding the Games that were already postponed once because of the global pandemic.
I put my trust in them to make sure I know that they are consulting the health professionals and will make sure that protocols in place to make sure that the athletes are safe and, importantly, that the Japanese public is safe as well.
The 25-year-old is on her way to her first Olympics and is following in her father's footsteps, who competed in the 1984 Games.
I mean, it was a little bit anticlimactic because with COVID, all of our competitions kept being canceled. So actually the competition that was the one that qualified me was back in February of 2020. So it was a while ago. And so we kind of found out in March, but still so exciting to finally achieve this goal after working for so long.
Because of the ongoing pandemic and all of the competitions being canceled for her over the last 13 months, her and her teammate Mariah had to adapt, and instead of training in Europe, they had a unique training experience in Canada.
This fall/winter, we went to Vancouver Island and trained in Comox on the military base there. And it was very cold. We were sailing while we were looking up and seeing people skiing. But it, taught us some Canadian grit.
Allie, who hails from Kingston, is a mechanical engineer who got her degree from Queen's and is trying to make a difference off the water. A new study by Canadian Women in Sports showed that 1 in 4 Canadian girls who participated in sports prior to COVID-19 are not committed and are unsure of returning to sports once the restrictions are lifted. That's more than 350,000 Canadian girls. Allie is trying to encourage and empower women of all ages to stick to or at least try sports.
So I started a program called Women Sailing to Success, with kind of the idea that I found there was a big decline in women dropping off from the sport of sailing. And I thought that was kind of for a few reasons. One, a lack of female role models, and then also just a lack of a network. So we've had so much success with that, and having talks and workshops, bringing young women together and just sharing our stories.
For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.